And we're back with another upgraded Nickel Bolas deck. This is the version 2, as you can see here. I've done some changes. I've added two, most notably I've added 2 Curious Obsessions and 2 Charter Cores. I'm thinking that I even want to make room for 4 Curious Obsession because they've worked so good. This kind of deck is slowly morphing into a deck more similar to the Mono Blue deck, where I have a lot of small threats that you play early game. And instead of counters, we're running discard. Like, all these are discard cards, and it's really nice, I think, to have the discard even built into the creatures, because that makes us able to run other threats, except for because Mono Blue is very early game centric, and if it gets to the late game, it's basically a deck full of shitty small creatures. But here we have some, meat in the deck, so that's really nice. And also the Sword of Valoran, I think, is amazing if we can get that off, especially against the control matchups. We've cut out 2 Plague Mirrors, not because it's a bad card. In some matchups it's just simply amazing, but it's so situational that we more want to, search for it with Charter Courses, Curious Obsessions, rather than, draw too many versus a control deck and be miserable. I might even cut these out of the deck. The thing is that it's so situationally good. When it's good, it's amazing, but when it's bad, it's just a 2/2 for 3. It doesn't do anything really. So it doesn't. So maybe at some point I'll cut these last ones out, put in some obsessions, maybe take out 1 or 2 boluses for another one, maybe 1 Charter Course, maybe 1 duress, get even better mana curve than we already have. It's already looking pretty sweet with 10 1-drops here. Also, I'm thinking about adding green into the deck in some way. I don't know how I can. I mean, I'm running the Lord of Greed here, so I think I'm allowed to be greedy in this deck. And we don't really need red for that much, so we can stall on red for a long time for bolas. Maybe if we run like 2 bolases, we can maybe stall on red for a long time before we can get this out, and maybe that's fine, and have some green instead for better removal. And there's one other card which I'm looking for very much looking forward to in Ravnica Allegiance, which can make our life a lot better, I think. One of the problems in Magic the Gathering, I think, maybe the biggest issue of Magic the Gathering is land flooding or land stalling. When you don't draw enough lands, or when you draw too many lands. That's mostly a problem, I think, in Standard. In formats like Legacy, you have things like Brainstorm, and you have cards that can avoid being either land flooded or land stalled, and you also have fetch lands and stuff. But we don't have access to those tools in Standard. But I've seen a good trend actually from Wizards of the Coast, where I think they're kind of onto this, and they're printing more and more cards, and they're kind of experimenting where they can put a card which looks for lands, so that it's still not broken, but it's still good enough for people to play with it. So I think like Commune with Dinosaurs, and there was another 1 mana common card is that type of card. And more recently they've printed a double-faced card, or they're going to print in Ravnica Allegiance, called let me see, Incubation Incongruity, which is just basically an upgraded Commune with Dinosaurs. It's a Commune with Dinosaurs, except it can hit any creature. It can be played for either a blue or a green, which is insane, and I think that it might even be played in Legacy, because there's a lot of decks which have access to blue, or maybe are mainly blue, and also colors might not even be that much of a problem. But if you're running something like a blue-black deck, you can still run this and find your creatures. It's a really good, look at 5 cards and choose which one you want. It's a really strong effect for 1 mana, and I really want to incorporate this in this deck. Just remove 4 lands here, makes it so that we just have 20 lands in this deck, but instead we can just, when we need a land, we can find it. So if we land stall, or if we don't find any lands, we can find it with that. Instead, if we have like 1 land, and that we're probably at least going to get to 2 lands. which is enough to play most of our deck. Or if we are flooding out, and it's much better to draw that card instead, because then we can find maybe even the exact creature threat that we're looking for. So that's where I want to take the deck in the future. I don't know how to fix the mana base for that. It's already a bit shaky sometimes, because we have a lot of a lot of check lands in this. We have 4 Dragonskull Summits, and I'm probably going to have something like 4 Drowned Catacombs. So if these two come up in your starting hand, you're just going to have shitty tap lands, and that's a problem, I think. Even have 1 Sulfur Falls as well. So I'll see how I handle that. But for now, let's take this deck for a spin and see how it does. So let's go into ranked. Not with our questing deck. That deck has all the cheap blue cards in it, just to complete quests. Yeah, that's how I do it. Let's adjust the camera. Getting dark. Okay, so we're Silver League. Yeah, that's what happened last time. Got into the big leagues. So this hand looks really great. Let's keep this hand. Okay, against black. Let's see. This probably has a creature, I would guess. Indeed, it did. Rite of Bells Unlock. Okay, so we can kill the small creature. What is this? Okay, so he's probably going to play a Saproling Migration, would be my guess, next turn. Or, he is still doesn't have it. Okay. I think the Saproling Migration goes here, and then we put this into play tapped. I was about to say I probably should have played this then. Let's go for the freebooter here. And see. Will he? Yeah. Okay. Sacrifice a creature. Destroy target creature and opponent controls. Yeah, that seems like a nice card to have under there. Yeah. Here he wants to play the Plaguecrafter, I would guess. But we're not gonna allow something so fun to happen. We're going to double this card here. See what it keeps. Yeah, now you can throw away the Plaguecrafter. It's not that good now. Okay, no. Yet another Plaguecrafter. Not going away. Okay. I suspect I'll be sacrificing a rat and not a Kitesail freebooter. Yeah. Let's get rid of the last card. And let's go for a small attack here. We can put this one out. We can put this into play tapped, and then go for some more beatdowns. And we have the cast down. Let's see, we're at 5, so 2 more lands and we can flip Bolas. Let's see, seems like can block here. Might have some way to pump these later, so getting rid of one seems good. Yep, we solve, let's see, 4. With 3 more cards in the bin, we can do that. Can get to there, I think. Yeah, he doesn't have any cards, so this one we can graveyard. Try to draw something more impactful. This is fine. We're at 5 now, so if we play this and we decline this, then we have 7 mana and we can flip Bolas next turn. That's pretty good. Let's see what he plays here. Probably take the damage and see if he plays something. Put an end at end step here. Isereth the Awakener. Non-legendary, huh? Okay, resolve that. Going to flip Mr. Bolas though, so I think this should not be a problem. 6 card in the bin, my turn. We go graveyard. Transform. And first we can go for the attacks here. And then we flip Mr. Bolas. And kill off Mr. Isereth. And there we are in a pretty good spot, I would say. Pretty good. Poor Bolas, getting beaten down. Okay, so he gets back his kill a creature card for a moment before we take it back again. Oh, I want that. Take some more cards. Okay. Play out an imp, and his turn we can remember to use our Ascanta as well. Can pass the turn. Twilight Prophet is fine. Yes. Before we go to my turn, let's have a look at the top cards and see what we can find. Oh! Is that so? Yeah. This seems pretty good. We can draw some more cards here. I think I'm fine with some cards. And then go for the beat downs. Pretty controlled win, I would say, this game. Yeah. That guy goes away. Not the big... Yeah, we should have looked for a card there, forgot about it. I think we're winning. Anyway. Can even have a look and see, because we have so much mana here. Yeah, sure, take a cast down. Should we even play a Plague Mirror here? No. We could play another Eldest, no. Oh, no. Don't risk anything. I'm thinking we could get another one rolling if he has something, or we can get it back. Or, overthinking the simple win. Nice! More coins! Yeah, we're ranking up. We're going into Gold League at some point, I think. I actually think we might... I don't know how many wins you need to get to Gold League, though. I don't know how many tiers and everything that this is divided in. But I think we're still at a reasonable win rate with this deck. Yeah, this seems good. Why not? Have the mana probably to cast Bolas at some point. We have a Burglar Rat. We have a Sword. We have everything. Except a few 1-drops would be nice. We're a bit late game heavy with his hand. It's a bit unfortunate. But maybe we can get something rolling with the sword, we'll see if he has the removal or not. We'll see. Seems like we're still going for the sword. Okay, another hawk. That's fine. Okay, so burglar rat or another sword, huh? Would be nice to get rid of another card here, so I think I'm going to do this tapped and then just play another rat. And he has no idea that we have sword here, so we can just attack into his hawk. There's no way he's blocking that. Next turn we have Bolas to get rid of his another card. And following that up by Eldest Reborn could be really nice. Seems like it's landstall. Wow, he had a lot of aim. 2 Resplendents, okay. It's a bit... too bad he didn't have the... Here we kind of want to keep Bolas back to block, maybe. I want to play out the Reborn here in any case. We'll drop a hawk, of course. The thing is, I'm thinking he probably has a single buff spell to get his Resplendent Angel off. That's probably what is kept in his hand. It's probably the +2/+2 drop, which means that if I block the Healer's Hawk next turn, yeah, he gets another Angel, but I've gotten rid of the Hawk. So then we're looking at a 3/3 and a 4/4 Angel, and we probably can deal with that. So I'm thinking no attacks here, just because I want to block in the air. We'll see what he does. If he does another pump spell, no, that's not what he had. Okay, interesting. We're getting rid of the Mentor or Angel. I'm thinking Angel here. I don't think the Mentor, since he has no cards in hand, the chance of him drawing into the right sequence of plays here is very, very low. We can put this into play tapped, put this one out. Yeah, I should have done that. Ooh, no. I should have done that after attacking. I realized that. Okay. Yep. It's a bit unfortunate that I didn't draw another land. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll get an Angel next turn. Let's see, we have 6 mana, so if we draw... Okay, he's shoving in his Mentor here. I think that means he has a pump spell. But if he plays a pump... Is it too bad to trade these for a pump spell? I don't care, really. Yep. Puts one counter on there, and get another one from this. So, we're getting an Angel. And we're paying 2 life. And first we're attacking, and then we're flipping. And then flip. And now we can kill the Pride Knight. Still has a mentor. How much did that cost? 3. Just 3 loyalty. Okay, that's fine then. Can do it next turn again if you want to, or we can draw some cards. Yeah, this angel is getting fat with this on vigilance as well. Pretty nice. Yep. A scooperoonie. So played a bit of a boring match there that I'm going to edit out. Basically I got land stall on 2 lands. Managed to survive to even draw 10 cards with 0 lands in them. Quite an impressive feat to survive that long. I had a lot of 1-drops, so I could survive for a long time, but not drawing that 3rd land really hurt us. But that's what happens in Magic. Sometimes you get a free win, your opponent, I would say at least 50% of the games in Magic are decided not by the decks, but by one person either not drawing any lands or only lands. And it can happen to you, and it can happen to your opponent. You will get free wins, and you will get very terrible losses that you where you didn't make any wrong decisions or anything, and you couldn't have played it better in any way. Not saying that I'm at that level yet, but that's just what Magic is. We'll see what kind of deck he is here, if we want to get off the Pilfering Imp right now. Yeah, since he went with that, with a Lano Elf, I think his hand is fast enough for us to want to immediately look at his hand and take something away. Okay, so we have a Vraska or a Reaper here, which might be irritating. I think the Reaper is the card that we don't want him to have that good of a card economy in his current hand. And we can kill this one off with Plague Mare. This one. Fine. How did he manage to... Oh, okay, put it into play tapped. Okay, I get it. I get what he did there. This can kill a non-land permanent card minus 3 or less. So it's going to kill our Plague Mare. Oh, but if we... Ah, I can't, because if we kill the Llanowar Elves, he doesn't have enough land for that. He will then go for a find finality, bring back his Reaper and his Elf. That's still fine, I think. If we draw another land, we can double discard him down to almost nothing. That's a fine play. If it doesn't have a land here, he's in big trouble. Yep. Not what he wanted there, looking for another land. I know how it feels, man. I know how it feels. No blocks. And let's see if we can get there. Would be nice to draw into another land here, so I think I'll be attacking into this, even though I'll be taking a lot of damage. We'll see if he blocks this. Yes, he does. That's good for us. Since I attacked the creature this turn, I can get some lands, pay 2 life, and start the discard train, hopefully. We need a red source for our Bolas. We'll see when we draw that. Got a lot of red sources, so shouldn't be impossible. Probably playing Find here, bringing back an Elf into play would be my guess. Yep, playing out the Elf. I think. Yeah. And now we can get rid of some cards in his hand. Yeah, that Raskas would be nice to get rid of as well. We're paying 2 life here, since I want to keep the cast down up. We're probably going to take 1 hit with this, just to see what his last card is. But if he doesn't... Oh, there's a Chupacabra, that's fine. I can kill one of the rats. I'm completely fine with that. Since we know he has that, we can go for a Squire to life, I think. Not take too much damage. A red source, no. Yeah, playing this out, keeping this back. A red source would be nice. We've soon drawn all the water graves. Okay. Yep. No blocks. Ooh, a sword. Fortunately 1 mana short of equipping here. But I mean, I have to put this out at least. Let's see, we'll have to shump something probably next turn. Let's see what it does here. Might go for an all-in attack. Yep, keeping back the elf. So taking 5 versus shumping with the rat. I think we can shump safely with the rat here. We know what he has in his hand, so not too worried about that for now. So now we are fine trading 1 away. I don't feel comfortable trading the knight away since we want to equip it. But the branch walker I feel fine blocking. We need to find some way of killing this, of course. The only red source which comes into play tapped. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's it then. Fun game, unfortunately. No red mana. Still need some more red sources, huh? Looking forward to Allegiance, getting some nice lands. And we're back after another very unfortunate event. I somehow got disconnected from the game. This has never happened before. Usually when you disconnect you can just reconnect immediately, so it's not a big problem, but here I got disconnected for 3 rounds. Somehow magically survived for 3 rounds, but then I was basically in a position which I couldn't recover from. So it's too bad. I thought I would have won that game if I didn't get disconnected, but you know, that's what happens. So out of 6 games today, 4 of them... No, wait, it's more. 7 games. I think 2 or 3 of them have not been either land stall or disconnects, or more than half of our games have just been decided by things which doesn't have to do with either skill nor series of play. Let's see, what is this? Some kind of aggro deck, I presume. I think we're fine going for a freebooter here and see if we really need to spend our pilfering impulse on something. What the hell is this? Okay, you can keep that one. Find finality. I really want him to pay 3 mana for... What is this? For his find... Banefire? No. Find finality. This way he has to sacrifice his Crater Maker to get his finality back, which he maybe does here. Probably attacks first, would be my guess. Man, is this a game where we only draw 2 lands again? Like, how many lands do you need to have in your deck with mostly 1 and 2 drops to not get hands like this? So unfortunate. Oh. Whew. Yeah. I think this one gets out. Don't need a Plague Mare yet. Does he Crushing Canopy this? Yeah. Yep, he does. The answer is yes, he does. It's a bit of a narrow card, but I guess he still has some starter deck cards in his deck. Mr. Oily Sand. So we can excuse him for that. That's fine. You don't need to play all net deck. You can play whatever you want, Mr. Oily Sand. I respect you. I respect you, Oily Sand. Okay. Drawing a land here? No! We're not drawing a land here. Yep. Yeah, so let's see if we can, draw a land. I'm thinking maybe I should run 30 lands in this deck, since I've never given enough lands. No blocks, no? I'm fine. Can we please draw a land? Yes! Now was, really asking for something when he asked for that 5th land. Usually we're stuck on 2 lands with our 24 land deck. Having this second eldest here feels real good. The Pelaka Worm though. Do I want to I mean, I can cast down that worm, so I'm not too worried. I'd rather do this now. He needs to play the worm next turn. Does he have enough mana? 7? No. He's just at 5. He didn't think this through at all. Yeah, I would love to have a Beast Whisperer. Would be nice. Pretty much the ideal matchup for this deck. The Noob Crusher deck. Yep. Silver tier. Moving on up in the world. So, fortunately for me, I missed recording the last game. I flooded out. Maybe because I've only not drawn any lands this far. Yeah, I did the statistics. 70% games have been either me flooding or my opponent flooding. Not being real games. Fortunately for you, you don't have to watch all those games because I've deleted them. This is a good hand. Exactly what you want to see with this deck. Hopefully, this might be too slow against a very aggressive red deck, but against everything else I think this is a really good hand. It seems like it's not. Start off with a Duress, okay. So it's a dinosaur deck, that's fun. It's another way of maybe saying I don't think dinosaur is... I think this card is good. I think this card is decently good as well. Actually, it's running all the good dinosaurs in this deck. I think there's a lot of shitty dinosaurs that people for some reason run, but he's not including any of the shitty ones so far. That's good. We're paying 2 life here, and we're going rat. We're going rat to face. Next turn, we could either go the sword or another rat. I think putting this into play tapped and another rat would be fine here. The next turn, another rat. Let's see what he plays. If he plays out his hand, there's one card sitting there. A rat would be ideal. Otherwise, a sword might be ideal if he's sitting on 2 cards then in his hand. Yep, he can get another land card. That's fine. Him killing a rat is not a big deal. Let's see what is... Does he play out another card? Yeah, I'm not blocking that. Okay. So, do we get rid of another card? I think we do. At this point, I don't know what his hand is, of course, but seems like getting rid of another card, having an Eldest next turn. Wait. Oh, we have. Yeah, we can attack with this. Okay, so the hatchling is gone. Yeah, that's a decent planeswalker actually. Underplayed, I would say. Letting him sacrifice the token here, I think is fine. Fine play. Not thrilled about this, but it's fine. Don't think he will be sacrificing his raptors. Maybe he will. No. Nope. No attacks. If we draw another land here, we can equip the Valorant Sword and attack. Otherwise we can put out the sword and next turn. That's a pretty good card to draw. Clearing up the board nicely. Let's see, what does he have in his bin? He only has a hatchling. And we have a lot of rats. He will be forced to discard. Discard, let's see what it is. He discards. Ooh. Oh my god. Getting that back. Okay. Okay, that just happened. So he will have a lot of 3/3s, but we will have... What the fuck is this? Never even seen such an amazing creature. Probably get enough blockers with this. I think we can take some damage here. Nope, he's keeping that back. Keeping that back. Keeping everything back. Why is keeping everything back? Yeah, because we got this maybe. Skaboosh! 9/6. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. This combat damage of player, reveal that many cards, put that many dinosaurs. We don't have any dinosaurs. What we want... Do we want to kill this? Probably sacrifices both these two. Do we keep this up for blocking then? Or do we... I mean, he has to sacrifice everything. No, we go for an attack here. We go here, and we go here, and we go boom. And we go here as well. Yep. Got some good blocks. Boom! Boom! Gets another basic land, but that's about where the fun ends for him. And let's equip this here. Hopefully, if he doesn't draw into any action, we're in a pretty good position here. And he did. He did indeed. It's a fun game, but man, did I not want to draw a Pilfering Imp there. Okay. Attacks, cast any number of non-land cards. That's dangerous. That's very, very dangerous. Yeah. We'll see. If we're lucky, he'll hit a land or something. Yeah, just block that token, I presume. No? No? Okay. That's weird. Well, we got enough to block him. We got enough to kill him, right? We got 3, yeah, we can. If we mush up everything here, we can kill that Primal Storm guy. Let's see what he... Of each player's library. Wow. Wow, this guy. Is he the king of luck? The best card in my deck, the best card in his deck probably. Wow. This guy went big. Yeah, I mean... I mean, sometimes you just gotta... Yeah, I need to block. I need to kill that. I don't see me coming back if I don't. I don't see me coming back. Anyway, that was just the most insane draw I've ever seen. Basically. What the hell? Etali into Awakening Sun Avatar. What the hell? Like, and then it's getting back. Oh, yeah, this, I can't win this, but at least my opponent has to be like the happiest man alive or something, drawing that hand. So what can we do? We can turn this into a bolas and put a creature into play. That would be pretty nice, actually. So yeah, I think Gishath Sun's Avatar is a nice card to have. This will be taking that damage. No dinosaurs. Yeah, I'm Les Scrooge. But I won't have to see this game to the end. I think my opponent got real lucky. He's playing very clunky cards in his deck. And getting away with it like this. Like, what's the chance of this happening? What? What? Why didn't he get this good dinosaur back? Yeah, I'm dead. GG. Ah, he didn't need to. He knew he had won, so he just clicked on something probably. Fun game. Fun game. Welcome back. I did some slight alterations here. Added a Curious Obsession, a shorter course, down 1 Divest, up 1 Duress, down 1 Plaguemare. I think with the number of times we had 2 lands in our hand, and not being able to draw into that third land, even though we had 24 lands, so it shouldn't happen that often, but for some reason, I don't know if the arena compensates for the fact that you get a real good first draw. Maybe that's why we don't draw into a second land. Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes. I don't know. But something weird seems to prevent us either just getting really unlucky, or Magic Arena does something about the land thing more than just the initial hand, which screws us over. But I think with a card like this, we could probably get to that third land much quicker. Hopefully. Hopefully that's what's going to happen. We'll see. Yeah, I think having singletons is actually underrated, like having 1 Plaguemare, for instance, because you usually don't want 2 of a card like that, and surprisingly often you'll draw 2 in your opening hand. I don't know why. I haven't done the math there, but it's the same with Divest. The number of times I've drawn 3 or 4 Divest when I played 4 back in the days actually seems like it would be very unlikely to happen, but it happens. So I don't want to trade my imp for his hawk here, so no attacks. Let's see what he does. John is welcome. Yep. John is welcome. Ajani is indeed very welcome, I think. If I was Ajani, I would be thrilled. Yeah. Life Linker seems more valuable for him. Let's do this. I mean, if he wants to trade that away, that's fine with me. He's gaining life, alright. Fortunately for us, he's also getting rid of his last card, and if he doesn't draw into removal, I think this game is pretty much settled. If we draw, at least if we draw into another land, I don't think there's anything he can do. He said. Yeah, we can just attack here, not with you. Mr. Bolas can go to town here. I think no blocks is fine. How can this always happen? Okay. Maybe I need to only run 1 and 2 drops in this deck. And 30 lands. That's the only way to get a real match. I think putting this one out, he will never keep anything in his hand beyond this point. So let's do this. might be a 3-2 coming in here. Do we sacrifice the burglar after 3 life? Yeah, I think that's fine. Please, no? What the? What the? Will he be... No. Fortunately, we drew into a land here. This game would have been even easier. I think it's already over for our opponent here, but man, if we had drawn lands in time, this would have been so even easier. Now we've got a series of Eldest Reborn here, so we don't need to do anything other than stay back and just play Eldest Reborn for the rest of the game. And then flick Bolas. I have a feeling my opponent will scoop Runis here. Yeah. Silver tier 3. Gold! So, we're back, and I'm actually wondering if there's something rigged about about the land draws here. So I'm going to go in here and change up the mana base to some comes into play tapped lands. Because we've drawn 4 out of 6 swamps 3 games, and the other games we didn't draw any lands, and we had 1 land flood game, and like, how unlikely is that to happen? Like, I rather run Dimir Guildgates if that's what's going to happen to you every turn you play. I'd rather just have Dimir Guildgates, honestly, than have that happen to me over and 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 over again. Like, there's unluck, and then there's like insane unluck. But now that insane unluck should be very unlikely to happen. He said. Okay. Otherwise, if this doesn't work, I guess I'm going down to only 1 mana cards in this deck. That's how salty I am right now. I think Pilfer Nymph. But man, Rabbit Bite, yeah. We're having a look at that hand. Vivian Reed, Raska's Contempt, but I can't play that. Vivian Reed will be quite hard to deal with here though. Raska's Contempt, that's 4 mana, and that's still fine, I think. Can take this next turn. Take Vivian here. Pay 2 life. Now we're drawing lands. Maybe I fixed the deck. Maybe the guild gates just magically fixed the deck somehow. I'm fine losing to... Yep. I'm fine losing to good draws. That's completely fine. I'm not fine not drawing any land cards for almost every game. That's not so fun. So we need to take that Raskas and be a bit lucky here, I guess. Oh, he will have the... Can I... Raska? Thank you. Put this down. We'll take some beatdowns here. Oh, he drew a cast down. Yeah, I forgot about that. No blocks. So he's quite likely casting down the imp or the freebooter. Yep. That's okay. Maybe we can stabilize here even. I just gotta find finality. Don't we rather have a Bolas? Yeah, I'd rather have a Bolas. We'll go down to 3 here, see what he plays. Attacking, I guess. We're fine blocking here as well. Have another Bolas, so not too problematic. Yep, I'm fine with that. Play another Bolas. Put on an Obsession. Draw a card, yes. Bit low health-wise, but unless he drew a removal here, I think we're in perfectly fine shape. See what's on his top. 2 lands, that's good for us. Let's have it. Check out that hand. Okay, so a Chupacabra. That means that this guy is going to town. Going to take that action. This one discard just a swamp, that's fine as well. And he will kill our Bolas here, that's fine. Yep, Mr. Bolas is indeed going down. Or is he killing? Is he considering killing the freebooter? There's a lot of targets, a lot of good targets for him here. Yeah, might kill the freebooter. No. No. Elf. A bit late to the party. Okay. This guy goes down. This guy goes downtown. So let's hope for a good draw here. Take action. Wow. All the lands have been complaining the entire game that I didn't draw any. And here they are. All of them. Yeah, not touching that. That's fine. Can maybe... Okay, that's worrying. Another land. Are you joking? What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Half the deck, half the cards, half the land cards in our deck. What the hell? What is this? What is this game? Yeah, the mana screwage is to the point where I think playing only 1 and 2 drops is the way to go in this game. I don't know if it's rigged or, but it doesn't matter. Either it's rigged and it rigs you to get mana screwed, and then you're better off playing 1 or 2 drops, or it's not rigged and this just how the math works out, that you're super unlikely to get a reasonable, to get to more than 2 mana in I don't know how many cards, 12 cards or something. Maybe it's mathematically very unlikely or something in some way that I haven't thought about. Okay. So this guy, would he go lightning bolt face maybe? Because I'm just now in my head I'm theory crafting, like, could I build a deck with only 1 drops so that this could never happen? Did he draw a creature? It doesn't matter unless it's a legendary creature if he drew it. Do we wait another turn, or do we guess that he has a 3-drop here in that slot? Because he didn't play it out. Yeah, I think he probably has a creature brewing there. Either that or land. That's 2 options. Could be a land. Could have drawn a land. Florent. Yep. That blade instructor has to go. It's fight on attacking or blocking creature. Okay, so if we don't attack or... Okay. If we don't attack or block, then Bolas only has the option of flipping, I guess. That's an option. No. Yeah. I think we can safely go for Bolas here. Maybe need to block next turn. If we don't want to. Yeah, he's not getting rid of this, for sure. Or... what's he getting rid of? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty useless in this board state, so good choice. We are not attacking here. We need to get rid of that first. Oh, we had heroic reinforcements, okay. Why did he throw that? Why didn't he throw the lightning? Oh, he doesn't have any mana. Okay, just tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 2 more lands until we can flip this. There's no use attacking into this. I better have him keep 2 mana up every game so that he can't cast it. That would be much better. Yeah, I know it's 2 cards, so this block should be 100% safe. Let's get that 1 damage in. Okay, so we're 1 off flipping bolas. We're waiting for that. No, we're not attacking into that. What can he also do with that? Creatures can only get first strike. That's completely fine if he plays that. Oh, we're not blocking. Not when we know what he has in his hand. If we draw another land here. Play it! No, I can't. No, I can't even cast down my creature. Yeah, that's unlucky. Or maybe not so unlucky. I mean, he had a couple of draws to pick that up. It's fine. It's fine. Yep. Now we probably have a way to clear out this from his hand. Discards a card. Let's see what it discards. 8 planes. Take a card. Does he let this resolve? Could just lightning strike it. Which means I pretty much need to take lightning strike here, even though I don't really want to. This just means that this guy is staying back forever, since we know he has this. Let's see, is the Blade Instructor what we're going for here? Yeah, the Mentor. No, we need to get rid of that response card. We need yet another discard. Yet another. Okay. That would have been so nice to take over now with the with the Eldest Reborn. Put a curious obsession on that guy and you're going to town. Ooh, finally. A way to get rid of that nasty, nasty card. Yeah, that thing is going away. Rank up. Another game. We'll see what happens. 2 lands. Not the first time I've seen this kind of hand. Drawn one of our only swamps. 50% of our swamps. Yeah. When we had 6, we managed to draw 4 of them, so now we can't be that unlucky. We made sure of that. Ooh, that's a lucky draw. That's a lucky draw there. Maybe we were just unlucky for the first couple of games. Maybe luck is returning. I think a freebooter here is... I really want to have a look at that hand. It's really something... Okay. That seems like it's going away. Okay. Okay, so we got a lot of fun cards here. Let's put this on. Draw a card. Pilfering in. No. Rather have this, and next turn go for Pilfering Burglar. What is he throwing? It's not throwing a land if he has it. Oh, wait. Yeah, this gives mana, so this guy is probably coming down. Would be my guess. Ah, and land. Nice. Trample haste. Okay, so we need a cast down. Let's start off with an attack here. See where we can go from there. Oh, a divest. This is exactly what we needed. Yeah, doesn't matter which one. Is this a trample? No. Just haste everything. So here's an interesting 4-3-3. There's so much damage here that I might consider actually getting rid of the Drover here. It both prevents some damage. This has trample though. Both are dinosaurs. Which one? Yeah, I think the Drover is not as good to get rid of as this one. Okay, let's do this block. It's a fine block. Don't have any uses for the imp in any way, so 7 going down to 8. Okay, let's start off, see if we can draw land into the eldest. It would be very, very good right now. Nope, no lands. Then I guess it's Bolas. He's attacking with both. If I kill his Regisaur Alpha here, he has a 1-1. Yeah, I think I'm fine with him having a 1-1. And here is the Reborn. Thank you very much. Unless he has a Haster here, I think we are in very good shape. Yep, that's a concede. Nice. So a land flood. It happens. Was against Mono Red, so I think even though we were very unlikely to draw only almost only lands, I think he would have won anyway, even if we had drawn good, because Mono Red is a very bad matchup for this deck. Probably the best matchup because they don't care about their cards. So even if we discard. Like most of the cards cost 1 anyway, so there's like no use in discarding them. We don't have any life gain, so that is a match we will have to be comfortable with forfeiting, I think. Okay. Is this the mirror matchup? Maybe? Getting an Ascanta down could be really valuable. Yeah, this Eldest Reborn is not looking good. Another one. We really need the ass of the Cantor. Can probably throw this away also, I don't think. Oh, wait a minute, no. Okay, we really want to keep one of those. Get the Mr. Niv Miss it back. Yep. That's fine. Take an Eldest Reborn, discard the other Eldest Reborn. It's fine. It's fine. Does he now kill the rat? Ooh, shorter course. That's what he's going for. Yes, that makes sense. He's calling us counter. We need a land, that is true, but I think this goes graveyard. Because, yeah, ooh, that's nice. That's nice. A Bolas. Guess he will be discarding us and killing the rat. Killing the rat for sure. And a discard of a Reborn. He probably will discard our last Reborn. So should we take this? Yeah, I think we take library. Play this out. And he doesn't have any way to interact with our Reborn here. So if we... I think Reborn before... Like, what could he possibly have to kill the Reborn in these colors? Maybe he could bounce it. That's the only thing I could think of. I think it's better to have a Niv Miss it than a Bolas. And if we can, now next time we can flip this as well. That's really good. He will be discarding one. If we put something in the graveyard, we get a flipped Ascanta. That's really good. He will discard, and then we will get a Niv Miss it back at some point. Yeah, this is just graveyard. Transform. If we'd had a creature out, of course, that would have been nice. We could actually go for this now, because we could draw into discard here. Yeah, I guess a cast down I'll have to do. Doesn't do much versus Mr. Nisset, of course, but... Getting disperse of his returns. Yeah, you have to do it. So I guess we start this loop again. If he discards our cast down here, we're fine. If he plays another dispersal, we're fine casting away the cast down. I think we're in a decent position here. Needs to answer the Eldest Reborn in 3 turns at least. Could probably find another dispersal, I guess. But he will be discarding if he keeps on doing that. That's reasonable. Put a stop on end step. Yeah, that's fine. We can discard a cast down. We have our Ascanta here, so end of turn we'll get something. A miss. Interesting. And here we get a Mr. Niv Miss It. I mean, we want... Yeah, we're greedy. Of course we're greedy. We're going for Bolas as well. We want all the fun cards to be... Why did it tap this? Oh well. Now he has a few permanents to deal with. Maybe he has some way to do it, I don't know. If he doesn't, he's in big trouble. Yep. Ooh. Oh, now it's looking real nasty. Didn't hit anything. Again. Pretty much need to hit a reborn next turn. Else we are less screwed. This is kind of the reborn matchup. Whoever draws the most reborns wins, I think, in this. Ooh. Question is, can we keep this in our hand? Can we not get countered? Okay, shorter course. Ooh. Kite sail here seems real nice. Let's see what it says about that. If he doesn't have a counter here, I think we're in good shape. If not, we're in really bad shape. That's clutch. He will be Ascanting end of turn. Nope. Say miss it. If he didn't draw any instants or sorceries, we are probably fine. If he did, we might be screwed here. If he can counter our reborn. Oh, we drew it. And a removal as well. That's very unlucky. I guess the only chance we have now is drawing another reborn on our turn. Oh, he didn't. Why didn't he? Okay. Did he draw another counter? Oh my god! The luck in this one. Wow. 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 Those were a series of nice draws. And why did it tap this one? Okay. Yeah, now it's over. We did have a really good deck, I think, to deal with that deck, but unfortunate. So, let's just do another game. Said I thought we were gonna get to gold, but the I think we really need the mana base sorted out in this deck before we can get the gold. Because as it stands, or we could get if we like play this deck all day, every day, we're gonna get the gold, but that is a keep. But I think we need a perfect perfect mana base and not get mana screwed, even though we mostly have low drops and almost everything is just blue and black. Drawing that third land, for instance, as in this hand, if we don't draw a third land, or fourth or fifth, if we never get to the fifth land, we'll never get to the Eldest Reborn, and that has screwed us over a lot of times. Oh, there's an Angrath here. Could have taken this, but I'd rather he counter my first freebooter just to get freebooted again. Seems nice. Yep. Not surprising. Got a red land. Yep. How many cards? Fortunately it blocks so I can't see, but I think there's like 4 or something. 5. Okay. He's got his Reborn back. So we can flip. This as counter now. Does he have any creatures? Thought Erasure probably takes the Eldest Reborn, would be my guess. Yep. Yeah, getting his Angrath here would be really nice, so we're going with this. Even though it doesn't do more than that. I think stealing his Angrath will allow us to just go to town, I think. What is he discarding? Another Reborn. Why didn't he play that Reborn though? Let's put this one out. Our singleton Plaguemare nowadays. Is he concerned? Could have done this at end. Oh, doesn't matter. Probably doesn't. Yeah. I don't think he's too concerned about the Plaguemare. He might just leave it be. I don't know. Or he kills it. Yep. Shorter course is going away here, I guess. Yep. And then I think our Plaguemare also. No, it's probably not going to eat the dust because it needs its Raskas for the Angrath. Didn't think about that possibility, did I? Angrath? Can control target creature? No, I think we're fine discarding here. That's fine. We are going for Mr. Bolas here. We're at 6, no, we're at 5 lands now, so he's drawing some lands, but except for that, we're looking fine. He has an Ascanta though, that's really powerful in this situation, especially with Reborns and everything. Destroy target non-legendary. can only kill the Plaguemare, fortunately. We're pretty much in the same boat here with double cast downs. Yeah, I guess he's very much wants to draw into an Eldest Reborn here. And so do we. Ascanta would be nice as well. Could flip it almost immediately. If we could get to... 7 mana though. We're at 6 now, so we need 1 land. If we could just not draw the Eldest Reborn this turn, so we could flip this fucker. But maybe that's too much to ask. We'll see. Decent draw. Fortunately for him, it's not legendary. Will he counter? There's nothing. If we can draw a land here, not a land, but a counter reborn for his reborn. Or do we even play this out now? He has 3 mana. No, we need to counter whatever. Did he run discard in this deck? Yeah, he runs Thought Erasure, so if he... yeah, we can't risk. First we're going to attack. And then we're going to do Eldest Reborn. We don't want to, but if he resolves a Thought Erasure here, we're pretty much screwed. That was about to happen anyway, so... not much to do about that. He's looking for his Eldest Reborn here. He's at 4 life. Syncopate. Okay, Syncopate is fine. Thought Erasure. Yeah, you can take my cast down. I really don't care. Do we have him here? Boosh! I guess he's really sad that he didn't draw into his Eldest Reborn. I don't know how many he runs. But so, fortunately for me, I forgot to record the last game. It was against Mono Red, and it seems like this deck just can't win against Mono Red. We don't have any good life gain at all. We're unfortunate, of course, to draw Mulligan into a 4-lander and only draw lands, and of course that that is a factor, and it's I don't think we could have won against any deck with a draw like that, but I'm fine taking that loss against Mono Red, which is the hardest matchup anyways. We've seen a lot of this thing here. Have a nice curve. What did he play? I think Bolas is going away here. Don't think he's afraid of the Plaguemare. Maybe the shorter course. No? Yeah, we're going to town here. Drawing 2 cards. Imping it up. Is that guy mono screwed now? Is that what's going on? Did he find his land? He did. So the game is on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Yes, Ritual of Soot. Does he have anything but cast downs for the Nicol Bolas though? I'm willing to risk it here. Or should I? Pilfering. Yeah, probably should. Should probably Pilfering and Burglar Rat before I drop the bolas. I'm not afraid of Ritual of Soot, we're not afraid of the Opt. Not really overall, it's just a Sinister Sabotage there that looks. We're fine with him killing off the rats. With Ritual of Soot, really not a big concern. I think he even pitches that now. Nope. Oh, we saw the Plague Mare, might think there's more than one in this deck. Yes. I mean, in a way that's a win for us. If he clears out the Burglar Rat with a removal for 4 mana, like... Instants and sorcerers in his graveyard. I can kill the Nicol Bolas here. It doesn't have it though. Oh, it doesn't have land, that's a problem for him. So if that's the case, then I guess we want to drop the Plague Mare down. Right? Because if he goes for Rahl next turn, and he minuses it down to 2, then we can just kill the Rahl. Or he had a removal for it. Yeah, that's... these cast downs. Yeah. He had it all, what can I say? Will we get him with the sword though? He needs 3 at least for this, so... If he doesn't get a removal here, his deck might be only removal, so it might be impossible for us to hit that condition, but if he doesn't, then we're in a good spot. The Karn. What could we do with the Karn? Put a token in front of the Burglar Rat, I would guess. He's play. Fortunately for us though, that's not a legendary creature. So we can do this. Can do this. And we can use this on Rahl. And we can use this on Mr. Karn there. So Karn is down to 1. If he wants to produce a blocker, he can't produce a blocker. He can only reveal the 2 cards and we can give him a land. Yeah, you can have your land, that's fine. Another Planeswalker. Okay. Topped it with flying, would be my guess, yeah. So here, actually, interestingly enough, no, this is a good setup. I'm fine with this. I think you are going here, and you're also going here. And then there's one going there as well. And then we want to re-equip and Escanta. He needs a board clear here, or his Planeswalkers will not be doing much. Really nice sigilled sword scenario here set up for us. Yeah, this is graveyard. Transform, yes. Might even look at our top cards here, see if we find something we need. Nope. Not finding anything. So I guess we are taking out the Tesseract here. Don't want him to cause us any more trouble. Oh, we're not taking him out, we're leaving him at 1. He might be sweeping the board now, you'll see. He probably should have found some way to deal with our sword at this point. Not sure how many sweepers he runs though. If you're running this many planeswalkers, you have to sacrifice something in your deck, so it's running less of something, that's for sure. At this turn I think we're fine starting to go face. We can just put 2 creatures on attack here. To attack Tesseract, and the last token can just go face. Man, Benalia looking real good here with all the knights. Why not start off with a duress? Could be real nice. Does he have the negate? Yeah, that's fine. Can kill that. We can just re-equip. Raska's Contempt, Sinister Sabotage. Creature or planeswalker. We don't have any planeswalkers yet. I don't like him having that. And I guess we're going into combat. And I guess no. If I'm doing this, 2 attackers, create 1 more for Tesseract. We have 2 there, 1 for face. And I'm just sitting and waiting like an idiot here. And now we do that and step. Ship over the turn. Eldest Reborn is fine. I think we have a Bolas in the bin though, so we have to be a bit careful. And he can bring back a couple of planeswalkers. Reborn for ourselves. Okay. Yeah, getting rid of that Raskas could be nice. Why not? And let's see. Do we wait for this Bolas to hit? Oh, we're discarding 1 next turn anyway, so no. We're simply doing this. And we're attacking. He might not even get to it before we get to our shit right here. Interesting that more people are running this kind of mirror matchup, I think. Kind of Bolas control. Didn't see too much of it in the beginning, but more and more people seems to be leaning towards it. And it's a scoop. Sword really being the card he couldn't handle. It's not a metagame card, so really not something I think opponents are used to facing. Ritual of Soot. That's a good card. So, we had a couple of nice games. Let's see if we can get another nice game. That last game was a really nice win, I think. A little bit of a nice back and forth and showing off some strengths of the deck, and also showing off the sword capabilities when it comes to that. Comes to that very nice scenario of you getting that down early. This is a good hand. Man, Plague Mirror. Sometimes amazing, sometimes not so good. I don't know what to do with this card. With the opponents that I've faced, I really feel like having 0 of that card in the game, in my deck. But on the same token, if I'm mono black? No way. No. Let's count. Let's do that. So most likely going to hit something with a duress here. Thought the ratio would be nice to get rid of. Probably going for that. Yes. And this. Also, duresses seem to have been more important than the divests. I'm thinking maybe running 3 duresses now, 1 divest. I don't know. I change my mind all the time what I need. Depends on the opponent, of course. Yeah, that Sinister Sabotage is something I don't want you to have. Probably need to chart a course next turn to get another land. But if we do, we could just get that rolling. Okay, he wants his counter back. Unfortunately for him, that counter is getting right back in my hand. Yep. If you want to waste your Raskas on this, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Does he? He will use that at the end of a turn. Question is... Nah. Let's go for a draw 2 here. And then do we keep this up for a creature? I don't think we need to. Don't need to divest either. He can get his card back if he wants to. Do we Bolas here? Can get Bolas back with Reborn. No, we can't, because he's going to exile it. And he's for sure going to cast it. Do we cast it? I mean, it forces him to empty his hand. He will flip the Ascanta next turn though anyway, so... And if he's also on the Bolas plan... Or do I bait it out with this? Maybe it thinks I doesn't have any big yeah, let's bait it. Let's bait it out. Oops, forgot to attack there. Will he kill it? Will he? Of course he will. No? Doesn't want his counter. Yep, there we got it back. So, maybe we could bait out. There's no creatures here. Does he play creatureless? We could bait out a counter here. Need to get rid of that counter. And that Rascus. Nope. He's not afraid of it. Divest looking real ugly. If this was a duress here, we would have been in a much better position. I have to pass. I'm hoping to hit that he has some kind of creature that I can hit with this. Maybe I should... If he doesn't play any creatures for too long here, I could probably go for a reborn. I'm just afraid that it's gonna drop Niv Mizzet or something and I can't answer it up with Eldest Reborn. Yeah. See what it plays here. Do I start baiting stuff out? Is he keeping a creature in his hand? Let's see what his last card is before we make any decisions. He maybe doesn't even run any creatures in his deck. And if he does, he's probably protecting it now. That would give us information, I think. Yep. Then that card is most probably a Niv Mizzet, be my guess. So, if we run a Bolas out now, that seems pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you can remove it with the Rascas, but we will have to choose between one of these. Which one do we keep? Oh, we had his own Bolas. That's why. Okay. So this is going away. Counting his mana. Gotta make the correct choices here. Very important. Very, very important. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, indeed. Let's see. Let's see what it does about this. Not unexpectedly, he runs that out. And then shows me what? A Doom Whisperer. There's something I can deal with in two ways. Yeah, equipping this seems fine. So we're going to cast that down next turn. If he plays it. Top 4. Syncopate. Yeah, it's fine if he counters this. He's probably feeling comfortable playing this out with a Syncopate backup, but since we have Eldest Reborn, we are completely fine with that. On the other hand, since we know he has Syncopate, and we know he has only 3 mana, we could just wait till my turn. And he can't do shice. Yep. What you gonna do with your Syncopate? Surveil, that's completely fine. Surveilling away. What's he looking for? Eldest Reborn, maybe? Okay, so we found something that he liked. Yeah, we have 3 mana available here, so... Going for that Syncopate seems fine. Yeah, we can still play 3 mana. Yes, 3 mana. So we got the army assembled now. Let's see what he searched for. Need miss it. Not too good if he doesn't have a counter backup. Looking at the top cards. Maybe a board clear. That's what he's thinking. Board clear would be nice for him here. That would probably be forced to play the Eldest Reborn to try to get a creature. Eldest Reborn. Play Eldest Reborn. Yeah, I'm fine skipping my token here. This is getting something back. We're discarding something next turn, so we probably have to play out our hand here. We'll see. Okay, so we can keep the gate in our hand, discard a card to this, or play out the Reborn. If we play out the Reborn, I think this would be too slow for him anyway. Let's do this. Yep, don't have anything to discard. Does he have the board clear? He is looking for that board clear. Cast down. That's not good enough, I don't think. That's good enough for him to survive one more turn. That it is. That's true. And that may be all he needs. Okay. Why is he going for that now though? That just makes him dead on board, isn't it? Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Yep. A bit of a misplay there. Rank up!